All right. I thought we had a good day today. Preparing for Arizona. The guys seem focused, good energy. Um, so we keep moving on with our preparation. Any questions? All righty.
Freddie, with Nick Chubb leading the league in rushing now, would it mean anything? What would it mean to you if he ends up leading the league and you guys have team success at the end?
Well, I think that's the key word. Is Nick would much rather continue winning, and I don't know that he's concerned about that too much, and neither am I. I think we try to do what we can to be successful on Sundays, and that's how he feels about it too. I'm pretty sure of it. That's a testament to a lot of people, though. Our receivers blocking, our O-line blocking, and I'm pretty sure Nick would agree with that same sentiment.
He says that all the time. So.
Jarvis Landry winning your Man of the Year. What has he meant to the team as a leader, and just what kind of season has he had?
Well, that's a tremendous honor to represent anything with Walter Payton's name on it is unbelievable. Jarvis does a good job off the field, on the field, in the classroom. He continues to be a leader, vocal leader, and that's what we need from him. And then once we get him to the field, he's a pretty good player. So been really happy with his progress from year one to year two, and off the field, he's got a passion for life. He's got a passion for young people, kids, and a very good guy.
It's kind of been, in some ways, maybe kind of the antithesis of what some of us expected, given some of that noise that came out of Miami. Did you have any preconceptions about him, or did he surprise you just in terms of the guy that he actually is?
I tried not to have any preconceived notions with anybody, and he fell into that. Everybody should just go off of what they get when they're with you, and that's the only thing we've ever done with everybody, with all of our guys. You can't believe everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't believe the noise. That's kind of what we've been preaching, right, all year. So it goes on an individual basis as well as a team type concept. So you can't believe all the noise. I gave him some stats this morning to block out all the noise from, some of the negative stuff. So, you just got to handle what you can control inside the locker room. And I think our guys have done a tremendous job of that, and I think we will continue to do that.
You mentioned the other day about that stat, how Arizona goes tempo 500-plus plays, and the next closest is 100-some. How does that challenge? I mean, they seek to wear out a defense, obviously. They look like they were succeeding against Pittsburgh there. How does that then challenge what you do on offense to counteract that?
I think first and foremost, we've got to convert first downs. So we've got to continue to hold on to the ball. But more importantly, we've got to do something with the ball. So, you want to execute, of course, but in executing, you would extend drives, which keeps time of possession, which keeps their offense off the field. But it does no good unless you convert and finish those drives with scores. And that's ultimately what you want to do, I think when you do the tempo type offense, what you want to do is you want to wear the defense out. Yeah, of course, but you also want to create confusion and mass confusion from the standpoint of you getting lined up and you having your assignments, you having your eyes in the same place or the right place. So that's kind of what, you have to work on from a defensive side of the ball.
The team was struggling, so we asked you a lot of questions about that. But since that 2-6 start, you've won 4 of 5. Do you feel like that you guys are playing the type of football, not just from a results standpoint, but the way you're playing the game? Do you feel good about the way you guys are playing the game right now?
I think our guys have continued to do a good job of preparing during the course of the week. I've always thought they did that. What we've done lately is we've done a better job of executing and making plays when they needed to be made. Every game is tough in the National Football League. It doesn't matter what people's records are. It does not matter. It doesn't matter who's playing on the other team. You have to approach every game the same from the standpoint of how you prepare. And then when you get to the game, you have to execute. And then when those plays present themselves to make them, there's always going to be a moment in the game. The game can be won or lost. And we've been on the end of winning those plays and winning those individual matchups lately. And that's the difference, is the execution and everything. But, again, we just got to prepare for this week. That's all.
Freddie, we didn't see Treader out there during practice. Did he have a setback? I mean, I know he's been dealing with it, but is he still on schedule?
Still no setback. He's just kind of dealing with the same thing. He's really the only one that did not practice today. All of our other guys, the guys you could probably pinpoint, were limited. So.
Eric Murray's missed a while now since that knee surgery. Are you hopeful that this might be the week he can come back?
Potentially. He's made progress, and we evaluate those things toward the end of the week. There's not so many reps you can get to test things like that during the course of the week. So we'll see. He's made progress, though. He's made more progress this week than he made last week, and so we'll see at the end of the week.
When we asked you yesterday about Richard and him not having any snaps in the last game, has he demonstrated this week that he might deserve to get in the game? And we saw you talking to him on the field for a while, and I know you don't share what you talk to players about, but is this trending in the right direction for Richard, I guess is what I'm saying?
I think you guys are trying to make a big problem with me and, Hig. Hig goes out and does his job, does his work. You have to make a decision. So, Hig should play some, and we'll see where it goes. But, there's no problem with me and Hig,
What does he need to show to get more playing time?
Everything we're looking for. He knows. We know.
So is there been a drop-off? I mean, I'll just say me. That's a mystery to me because he had big, decent numbers last year, and when you were calling plays, but not anymore.
No. We got to go off what we see. That's why we make every decision. Every week is different, depending on who we're playing, how we're playing, what type of game we're playing. I feel very fortunate we have versatile guys in that room, and we make the best decision each week.
Does this stem from supposedly he declined to go into the game in the fourth quarter against the Seahawks? Some of this residue from that.
I don't know. Where'd you hear that from?
Several different places.
Did you? No. It doesn't. I don't hold grudges. That would insinuate that I'm holding a grudge on Hig, and I just said that I don't have a problem with Hig. I actually love Hig. I love being around him, love him being out there, Tried to get him to come over and eat Thanksgiving dinner with me, and he wouldn't do it. But he said he had other plans. Did you not get a laugh out of that, Jeff?
That would be kind of cool.
Man.
Is he the only one that got the invite?
No. But what I talk about between men and players, stay between men and players. Jake, what are you trying to do?
You won't come over and have dinner, would you?
It was a charity invite, so I could get invited to his house. So I heard they had better pie over there. That's a little giggle, Jeff. That's all right.
Good?
Go ahead, Nate. One more.
Where are you at with Kendall Lamb now? Do you plan to give him the nod at right tackle, given that you guys liked what he did so much and Chris is still limited?
Yeah, I think Chris is still, continues to improve each and every day. We hadn't lost faith and confidence in Chris at all. But Kendall did play good, and we'll see where it's at the end of the week. But I think we're getting more healthy up front. So there's several of those guys that have been battling things during the course of the year, just little knick-knack things. And, so we'll see where we're at the end of the week. Kendall hadn't played a lot of ball this year. I think he played 2 or 3 snaps against Tennessee, and then kind of had some setbacks along the way. So he's getting to feel healthy now, and we'll see where we're at the end of the week.
Freddie, do you you have a favorite Larry Fitzgerald story?
I've got a bunch of them, but you always think of the plays that he made in that playoff run, and some of the plane rides back from there, from like Carolina. So several of them. I think what you realize about Larry is the things that he does off the field more than anything, the type of person he is off the field, and then seeing how hard he works on the field is just very impressive because he works tremendously every day.
Is David still the same player that he was when you had him out there?
David Johnson, David's still a good player. Yep, very good player. They've got a bunch of very good players.